8, minimum of 12 mana can be produced by Brook.
He just passed the turn.
Yeah.
Legacy Open players, that it's time in the round. An active player complete your turn and complete 5 additional turns. Once again, that it's time in the round.
1, 2, 3.
Chain.
Food chain.
Here we go.
If you're not sure about how this one works, you can sacrifice any creature you control to get a number of mana equal to that creature's casting cost plus 1, but you can only use that mana to cast creatures. He's facing it towards his opponent so that his opponent can read it. He's like, how many cards do you have in your hand? What do you got there?
I don't know if any of you have ever played against this card before, but this is going to get ugly.
A food chain is a pretty absurd card.
Yes.
I mean, you essentially sacrifice your today for tomorrow, and then you don't have to worry about what happens after that because usually the game ends.
Right. So it looks like he's going to plow in response, but...
I mean, that helps, but...
Yeah, it's not going to do a ton to break up what's about to happen.
By way of example, the Sylvan Messenger, which is the Goblin Ringleader for elves, if this food chain resolves, that can be sacked for 5 mana.
Yeah.
The total mana just in food chain food he's got here is 7, 10, 12 mana of food chain food. That's not even counting things like tapping your priest.
So it looks like he's trying to plow the messenger in response.
I mean, I guess, if you are, if you are a beggar, you cannot be a chooser. Goodbye, Sylvan Messenger. Your work is done here. Food chain comes into play, no longer on the stack. Brook is doing some thinking here.
Yeah, I mean it's a big turn. It's a big turn, and the options are.
There's so many. I mean, right now, Priest of Tiziana and Quirion Ranger in conjunction can make 7 mana. 3.
I'm a little surprised he didn't tap the priest in response to the plow, just because he basically has to tap the priest to get the ball rolling again.
Yeah.
So you're down a mana to begin with, but
total of 3 mana right now. Total of 6 mana. Total of 7 mana. Wonder if we're going to see a Brass Herald. Or is he going to go right into the food chain lands? 10 mana.
Yeah.
What costs 10 mana? Food chain does remove those creatures that are given to it.
Yep.
They are gone from the game. Exiled. 12 mana. Kozilek. Let me draw 4 cards. Kozilek is counterable. It is plowable.
I'm pretty sure that there would have been a counter spell used somewhere down the line here on that food chain. If that were in the card.
Yeah. Kozilek in play can be sacrificed to the food chain for 13 mana. Then sacrificing Quirion Ranger, you'd have 15 mana. I'm not sure what could you spend 15 creature mana on.
I can think of one creature.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's like a big alien sort of looking dude, spaceship thing.
Cthulhuid almost, really.
Yeah.
doing some thinking here. Sure would be nice to have 2 extra mana.
Yeah.
We see a response. The 2 mana that was left over from casting Kozilek emptying his pool to cast the Priest of Tiziana again.
And Mike is spinning his knight now.
Surprise.
Getting a fetch and fetch into tropical.
Maybe brainstorming for a Force of Will? Or you say he already has it?
No, I think he would have. I think he would have forced the food chain.
Spell Snare on Priest. There we go.
Yeah,
That's
all right.
reasonable.
There you go.
Goodbye, Priest. I think that's a go. Is there a swords in Michael's hand anymore?
I don't think so. He just drew a Force of Will, though, and I think he has a blue card to pair it with.
Well, he's going to have to deal with the Annihilate pretty quickly. A Snapcaster for his previously used sword would take care of it. He does have 2 Snapcasters in his deck.
Is Kozilek legendary?
Yes,
Can you Caracas that thing? I mean, it's a little dangerous because you don't know if he actually can just go and cast it again next turn.
A lot of his juice that he used to get that out is now gone, so...
Yeah.
Waiting to see how the Knight of the Reliquary takes care of business here.
Yep.
Main phase Brainstorm, perhaps? Or just mana before he fetches.
Yeah. Because he has a second knight he can go cast.
Goodbye, Tropical. Horizon Canopy.
Yep.
Shuffling Michael Bean's deck. Brook hopes that there's nothing that can interact with his Kozilek anywhere nearby.
All right, sacking his Horizon Canopy to draw. Is he just trying to search for a plow here? Or he's just conceding.
Wow, yeah, he's like, I've got nothing for your Kozilek.
Right.
Caracas might have been a something.
Is there something like about that interaction I'm not understanding? Like some reason that's not a good play?
He's got Caracas in his deck. I don't believe he sacked a Caracas to anything, like a Wasteland before. So Caracas would have been able to dig him out of that, and he had the Knight there. The fear of the Caracas coming, or the Kozilek coming back down, with the food chain actually eating up the fuel that made the Kozilek, there really wasn't much fear that the Kozilek was a threat.
Sure. I mean, Brook is still untapping there with 7 in the mitt in his food chain, though.
Oh yeah,
so.
well that's rough.
Yeah.
I mean,
So very cool take on elves. I wonder what the incentive is to play food chain as opposed to the more conventional glimpse of nature builds.
Well, I mean, what he's doing here, right, is he's actually building up to a Eldrazi, whereas the Glimpse of Nature builds, they're attempting to combo off by making, a large number of mana of some kind, and, basically